Guys, so when you think community and you're building your business, building your brand, taking care of your dogs, you're thinking, I've got this dog, his name is so-and-so, and I'm going to make him the biggest, baddest dog of all times. Think different. Here's what I would do, and this is just food for thought. You think about a civilization, and really if you study ecosystems and economy, they're based around what a community needs. And what is the community based on? Well, community needs education, so they build schools. The community needs a grocery store, so they give you grocery store. The community needs to get to and from, so there's car dealerships, there's gas stations, there's all these things so that in a small corner of the world where you may exist, you don't got to go too far. And even sometimes going 30 to 40 minutes out of your circle or your little city, it's like, I don't need to go to, for instance, we're in Frisco. Grapevine's maybe 20, 30 minutes away. Grapevine Mall. The outlets. You go, I don't need to go there. Then you look up and you say, well, they've got this other outlet in Grand Prairie. You go, ooh, that's close to Arlington. Now we're talking 50 minutes. So we start going from 30 to 50. And then you say, you know what? Let me get out to Mansfield. Boy, that's an hour. That's 50 miles. I'm not going to Mansfield. And in each one of these areas, you've got what? Grocery stores, schools. You've got gas stations. You got basically everything that you need to be successful and manage, maintain, sustain your quality of life. And that quality is based on what? Convenience. That's what it's all about. Convenience, and in some cases, again, level of education and what you can afford. Now think about that. Think if you don't make the right amount of money. You can't move to, if you're in Texas, we'll use Highland Park. For one, they probably not gonna let you in if you're black anyway. But you're not moving to Highland Park. You can't afford it. It's out of your budget. So when you think dog, I say, okay, where's the best place for a dog to thrive? I'll give you an example. Chris Moore has the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are brachycephalic. A brachycephalic dog doesn't thrive in 105-degree weather in Texas. So his purpose in moving to Virginia was to give his dogs a fair chance at being successful while also bettering his program and pushing them a little bit. Think about that. The dude left Texas, was here for a good while. And I'll let him tell his full story. But lived here, met Gina, left everything, moved here, married Gina, fell in love, boom, 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 boom. They both was on the Bulldog train. Bulldogs rocking, they killing it here. Bulldogs can't be pushed, and he likes a dog that can do a little something every now and then. So he says we got to get somewhere where we can thrive. The dollar maybe lasts a little bit longer. It's more, it'll extend a little bit, and I want my own privacy and space. So where's he go? He goes to Virginia, where his dogs to be successful. So in this case, here we have American bullies at this moment in time. These dogs, they can't, the heat's killing them. We want to be in an area, aka homes, where the dog can be around family and friends, and even more importantly, people that will embrace it versus be afraid of it. So that's a whole thing too, right? Then you turn around, and what does this dog need food and grocery store wise? Well, it just so happens that we have Asian marts, and we also have meaning for the raw components, and we have a lot of meat markets here that support our goals with trying to make sure our dogs get the best resources possible to stay healthy. And we still have problems. Then you think about the routine. Jamarcus just took his dog over to Arbor Hill. I'll be taking the General for the next 3 days to Arbor Hill. Where are the parks at in relation to where my dog lives, and how much training can be done to ensure this dog stays in a good, healthy routine? We, at this moment in time, live a little bit in a state of fear. And I'm not going to say we're afraid, but we're in a community where American bullies are not embraced. Respectfully, there's a lot of Indians around us. We live in an Indian community, basically, literally. They walk day and night. There's always, you see our dogs in comparison to the ones that they have, which are these little fluffy ones. That dog gets out, they're like, it's a little freaky. Now, if you're in the hood and Lolo or Ego get out, you're like, dang, bro, but watch that dog. But nobody's going to flip. In this case, somebody liable to call the HOA. The dog makes somebody uncomfortable. They might call the cops. It turns to a whole thing. So really think about community. And I'm not even going to do a full detail version today about the internet. It's ability for you to create an extensive community. But I'm putting in perspective, when you're thinking about even being successful in sales, even though we ship, I think we got no dogs here in Texas. I've sold 20 plus dogs, almost all of them are not sold to Texas, just to be clear. So we've got Pet Supply Plus, we've got Hollywood Feed, we've got grocery stores right around the corner that support our dogs' immunity and overall growth. We're in an environment where this is a big question mark. This gets a little nervous because we don't have a lot of family and friends around this area, and people in the home we are in surround us. Clearly they don't understand the dog, but I understand their plight, because I would be nervous too if I was them. So I'm not saying anything bad. Like, yo, if you was not raised with these type of dogs, and everything in the media is portrayed that these dogs are dangerous, I'd be nervous too. Routine upside is we can take them to great parks, do a lot of training, but this gets limited because of 105 heat. So then I say, guys, what can we do internet wise? That's our highway, biggest highway on the earth. And from a branding and marketing standpoint, we got to think about a valuable name. And then we've got to make sure we identify our business and what our business needs to grow. This episode is not going to make complete sense to those who don't get it, but when you are thinking about building your community and whatever it is you're doing, be it a breed, be it a brand, be it a dog, think about how many places you can take your dog to be seen, because promotion is key. And the internet, aka all social media platforms, even this one, should and are only used, to be clear, for promotional purposes. You don't own Instagram, you don't own YouTube, you don't own TikTok. They are places where you can promote your concepts, your ideas, speak somewhat freely, because if you get too free, they can kick you off their platform, which they've done to many people. Therefore, building a website is even more important, because in that place you can control a lot of your narrative and push people to a place where you could sell other things, be it programs and so many other things if you are in that space. So you say, how do I really become successful in this dog space? Well, think about all these things when you're putting your plan together. And I assure you, all these things will impact your business long term. There's not too many people I can sell my dogs to here. So this place becomes very valuable to me. Now, if I don't know how to communicate, this place just is another big question mark. But because we know how to communicate, we've built a highway, and it's a fit bully highway, and you know who belongs on it and who doesn't. I literally see people, and thank you to everyone who's tagged us even recently, and the Tron and Rich's dog Frisco video. They say that's a fit bully video. I saw someone tag me a second ago and saying, hey, I know that voice. So they're tagging me, and Halo posting a video that Jamarcus edited with my voice. You see, there's a highway here that I built based on my ability to communicate, and it technically has every last one of you protecting us. You guys protect us, and I can't thank you enough for that, because part of that's rooted in me building a community, and that community starts with a dog. First dog, Zara. You didn't know her. Now you. There's some people like, yo, I want my dog to be like Zara. I want the girl I'm getting for, I want her to be like Zara. And me got ego. He said, man, I got to meet ego. And he say, Tron, hey, if I don't see Tron, it started getting a little itch, man. I need to see him. I ain't seen him in no post, man. What's going on, man? I've seen it all. And I understand you guys is concerned with Bye Bye Bam Bam. He's alive, so y'all be glad for that. But I repeat, even Bam Bam, based on that initial love and affection and that affinity that I showed for him, you go, wow, can't wait to see this. And then it didn't work out. And it disappointed you guys. I get it. You say, man, I really wanted to see that come to life. I get it. It's like when they announced so-and-so's going to be in a movie, and you're like, oh, I can't wait. And then there's like a different actor. You go, what? I don't know if I want to watch it now, but I got to see it now because I'm excited. Hoping they don't change Jonathan Majors from Kang. I'd be very disappointed. I'd be like you guys. God, Lee, why you just gonna act right? You just got the biggest role in Marvel history, and I'm glad Marvel ain't made no movies. Marvel's like this. Hey, listen, we need to make sure, we need the guilty verdict to come through before we let that go. We gotta hold out as long as we can. We are not going to commit to this. We're not dropping nothing until they say guilty. Until then, he's Kang. I get it. But no dog, kind of like the Temptations. Ain't nobody bigger than the Temptations. No dog is bigger than what we're trying to achieve here, people. And part of that is building a community of people, which we've slightly done, thanks to all you. It's making sure that we learn as much as we can and teach you guys while also mastering the concept of feeding our dogs to reduce inflammation, so many problems that our dogs are plagued with. And then keeping them in a solid routine keeps our dogs happy while also learning and managing our growth online by making sure the message is clear. And our message is simple. Take care of the dogs.